Hey guys, thanks for checking out this clip of Anatomy of the Church and State. Be sure to catch the full episode on Rumble or ChristiansForLiberty.com. Links are in the show description.
You know, he Langdon says that it was the abandonment of true Christianity that caused the British government to be the way it was in 1775, which was the year he preached the sermon, which I'm about to read the excerpt from. And so I'm going to read you this excerpt, and this was about a month after the Revolutionary War had commenced. So the Battle of Lexington and Concord had recently just happened, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this up, and this is called The Government Corrupted by Vice by Samuel Langdon. So I'm gonna do my best here and get through this as quickly as possible. It's just a small excerpt, and then we'll reflect on it. And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterwards thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 26. Shall we rejoice, my fathers and brethren, or shall we weep together on the return of this anniversary, which from the first settlement of this colony has been sacred to liberty, to perpetuate that invaluable privilege of choosing from among ourselves wise men, fearing God and hating covetousness, to be honorable counselors, to constitute one essential branch of that happy government which was established on the faith of royal charters? On this day the people have from year to year assembled from all our towns in a vast congregation, with gladness and festivity, with every ensign of joy in our metropolis, which now, alas, is made a garrison of mercenary troops, the stronghold of despotism. We have lived to see the time when British liberty is just ready to expire, when that constitution of government which has so long been the glory of strength of the English nation is deeply undermined and ready to tumble into ruins, when America is threatened with cruel oppression and the arm of power is stretched out against New England and especially against this colony to compel us to submit to the arbitrary acts of legislators who are not our representatives, and who will not themselves bear the least part of the burdens which, without mercy, they are laying upon us. That we might not have it in our power to refuse the most absolute submission to their unlimited claims of authority, they have not only endeavored to terrify us with fleets and armies sent to our capital and distressed and put an end to our trade, particularly that important branch of it, the fishery, but at length attempted by a sudden march of a body of troops in the night to seize and destroy one of our magazines formed by the people merely for their security, if, after such formidable military preparations on the other side, matters should be pushed to an extremity. If God be for us, who can be against us? The enemy has reproached us for calling on his name and professing our trust in him. They have made a mock of our solemn fasts and every appearance of serious Christianity in the land. On this account, by way of contempt, they call us saints, and, that they themselves may keep at the greatest distance from this character, their mouths are full of horrid blasphemies, cursing and bitterness, and vent all the rage of malice and barbarity. And may we not be confident that the Most High, who regard these things, will vindicate his own honor, and plead our righteous cause against such enemies to his government as well as our liberties. Oh, may our camp be free from every accursed thing. May our land be purged from all its sins. May we be truly a holy people, and all our towns, cities of righteousness. Then the Lord will be our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. And we shall have no reason to be afraid, though thousands of enemies set themselves against us round about. Though all nature should be thrown into tumults and convulsions, we can command the stars in their courses to fight his battles, and all the elements to wage war with his enemies. He can destroy them with innumerable plagues, or send faintness into their hearts, so that the men of might shall not find their hands. In a variety of methods he can work salvation for us as he did for his people in ancient days, and according to the many remarkable deliverances granted in former times to Great Britain and New England, when popish machinations threatened both countries with civil and ecclesiastical tyranny. May the Lord hear us in this day of trouble, and the name of the God of Jacob defend us. Send us help from his sanctuary, and strengthen us out of Zion. We will rejoice in his salvation, and in the name of our God we will set up our banners. Let us look to him to fulfill our petitions. And that, my friends, was an excerpt from Government Corrupted by Vice, Samuel Langdon. I doubt that any of you have probably heard, minus all the old-timey English language, any of your local pastors preach anything about freedom and liberty and our freedom and liberty here as a country and defend it. We should be being led to steward this gift that was given to us. Like I had mentioned before, right? We the people, if God ordains the rulers, we the people are the rulers, and we need to steward what we have been given, and we have not been doing that. And our church leaders, pastors, most pastors and most priests, I don't want to say all because there are some out there, but we need to be led, and we need sermons like this that inspire us to fight back against the decline of this nation. We don't want to end up like he describes Great Britain, right? He says Great Britain became tyrannical because they left God. And we are finding ourselves on the same path of doing the exact same thing. And it's...